What's up, guys? Welcome to a video very near and dear to my heart, numbers versus narrative. This is a power scaling video, and it mainly goes over the problems when talking narrative versus numbers. Now, it's mainly focused in the Naruto community. I'll talk about its history in Naruto, power scaling. Starting from the beginning, we have several people that do calcs for the series, like talking about how if this character's lightning speed and this character grows throughout the manga, we can use measurements along with various factors to say how fast this character is in comparison to another. Like, for instance, QB enhanced Naruto in part 1 versus Final Valley Sasuke. We can figure out, okay, what's the gaps in this, and we also know that the Sharingan gives a boost, but we don't exactly know the specific boost. But we do know that with it, he can still track Naruto, but he can't hurt him. It doesn't give the exact physical boost, is what they mean. And then you have the other side of the argument, where they go with more narrative points, saying ignoring any form of calcs in general. Using characters like Itachi, Pain, with statements of how they're gods to hype with about like their godly techniques, saying using that to hype them up to make them top 2 Akatsuki members. I say this mainly because I had an interesting talk with some Naruto scalers, and they seemed to dismiss the idea of numbers entirely when scaling, which is very odd to me. You can't have a series that has long stretches of growth, that have characters showing that they get faster and stronger, that there's different calibers of shinobi that get stronger and stronger throughout the series. Other characters die, and they don't get to show off their full potential, like Sasori, and we can use their past showings and when they were resurrected to figure out how strong they are. Like, for instance, with Sasori, I'm gonna bring out a Akatsuki ranking video later, but basically the argument is that Sasori is light speed because because Kankuro during the 5 Kage summit can launch and react to an attack, the laser circus, at the same time as Gaara, Temari, and Darui, who Darui is the one who uses the laser circus. All 3 attacks move at the same speed. Kankuro fights Edo Sasori and comments on how Sasori is still holding back against him. With Sasori, not I don't remember if he says anything, but I do know that he just remains stonewalled, and this implies either he's faster than light or that he is a light speed tier character, as he's able to still push Kankuro, and Kankuro is not able to phase him in the slightest. Then you have people that do narrative arguments that say Sasori's not that strong because he got beat by Granichio, and he was a later character, and scaling to Orochimaru, who scales above who scales above the Four Tails. So Sasori is above the Four Tails, but not and above Orochimaru, but he's not above Pain. He's not above Pain because Pain's a god. They don't give any actual points to dismiss it. They mainly just use he's a god and all these other statements, like how he fought Sage Naruto. Well, can you give me an example of how fast Sage Naruto is, though? No. He's really fast. Trust me. He outsped Kakashi. Well, then how fast is Kakashi then? At that point, because my argument is that Sasori is faster than light. Most of the pains don't have light speed scaling because Sage Naruto destroys all of them stats wise and in terms of speed. So I mean, come on. And yeah, that the whole argument rests upon, can you even tell me how strong this character is? The problem with narrative arguments is that it requires the narrative to function. Like with Minato, it says that he's in a daze, but Naruto snaps him back after a smile. Tobirama plants a Flying Raijin tag on Jubito, and he's most of the reason why EMS Sasuke and Sage Naruto hit Jubito, teleporting him on to Jubito and moving them around when needed, reacting to Jubito's attacks. And this is a Jubito that is at his prime with Obito being in control. And he also did the same with Minato, who was unable to dodge a attack from Ten Tails Obito. And remember, Minato was there before Obito was Ten Tails, so he already snapped back, and you can see it in the image. Check yourself. It's pretty much shown that he did snap out before then. So, and the truth-seeking orb would have destroyed all of Minato's body if it wasn't for Tobirama. Am I saying that Tobirama is faster than Minato? No. What I am saying is that his that Minato is at the same speed as KCM1 Naruto. KCM1 Naruto. Then you have Edo Madara up here, and then you have KCM2 Naruto, Madara in speed, right? This isn't all power. Madara and Edo Madara and Edo Hashirama. Edo Hiruzen and Edo Tobirama both show up on the battlefield at the same time as Hashirama. And then you can imply throughout that Tobirama, Hiruzen, and Hashirama both move relative as Edos, and then Minato is still at KCM level. There's a difference between running speed and combat speed as well that I don't see a whole lot of Naruto scalers bring up, which is, yeah, Tobirama might not be as fast as Minato running speed wise, but there is showings of characters not being able to react to things on time even though they have precognition, like with Rock Lee versus Sasuke at the Chunin exams. You also have Kakuzu versus Naruto, where Naruto is right in front of Kakuzu, even though Kakuzu can see right behind his back. Kakazu is facing this way. Naruto is landing down on him. Kakazu can literally see behind his head and see Naruto is with the Rasengan and slam him into the ground. The points are there. It's just that jutsu and the character speeds don't exactly aren't interchangeable. They don't mean the same thing. So stop saying that. You need calcs in order to establish a character's level of strength. That's my point, and that's what their point should be. But now, over the few years, Naruto scalers have devolved. Like Seth the Programmer, him in his new recent videos have done less calcs. Well, not less, but he's featured almost zero reasons for any form of speed gaps or strength gaps entirely, and very much uses narrative arguments. And it's very frustrating knowing that Seth the Programmer is someone that used a lot of numbers all the way back then and still does now, but with other franchises. And then there's people that prop him up along with prop up other narrative power scalers like Swag Kage, and I wouldn't say 6 is a narrative argument user, but I would say that he doesn't use numbers as much as I would like. He does get a little bit more consistent. He does get I would say he's more consistent than Swag Kage, but I would say if he drops the whole narrative thing, then he would be better with his scaling, but that's just me. The whole problem is you can't have Pain be island level, but he destroys a village. Dataro is going to destroy a village, but somehow he's weaker than him. Why is Dataro weaker than Pain? Why would he lose? Oh, he's slower? Well, I have a whole batch of evidence in scaling chains to show how Datara is faster than the Pains. Are you gonna look at that? No, he's faster because Sage Mode is really strong. Explain to me how strong it is. Tell me instead of show me and tell me without telling me it's stronger. Show me actual proof. That's my problem. They don't have any actual proof, and whenever I or anyone else asks for it, like with the whole Kakazu thing, and Swag Kage's ranking all the Edos, he doesn't say how strong any of them are. He just gives very vague things, and for Kakazu's section, he just laughs about Kakazu and does a bunch of memes, and he does the same thing in every video involving or even mentioning Kakazu. He doesn't give a reason, he just laughs, jokes, and then he says he's weak. It's not a lot of detail or anything. No reasons. It's just it's not even bare bones. It just sucks.